Hi there, welcome back to Being Your Ray. Today's episode is going to be all about the raw emotions that I'm feeling currently. And this one line that I read by Paramahansa Yogananda, which is so comforting and gave me a lot of relief. So I would like to share it with you guys. And that is the God way is unfailing in results. And I have taken so much time to absorb it and give up all my worries just knowing that. Because for someone like me who has always tried to fill this emptiness and not knowing what to do with every possible thing that was in front of me, and in the end, it only turned out to be a distraction, it did not fill that emptiness. I realized that I was missing out on the bigger picture. And yeah, meditation has been the only thing that has given me real results. And I can definitely say that it is the short way to not fail in life. Which is why I would also like to tell anyone who feels lost and confused and anxious, because I've felt all of those things closely and you don't know where to start. I will strongly suggest you start with meditation or at least reading up about the spiritual scriptures, because somewhere or the other you will find the answer to your problems and you will be pulled towards taking action to it. Action. I'm so sorry for all the jumbled words. But yeah, you would want to take action for it, because for the first time, someone would have described your issues in the precise manner. And when you try it, you will instantly feel a different kind of energy flowing through you. So, yeah, I know a lot of people can't sit through their meditations and feel like it is very difficult to do that. But I also want to share another thing that I had read in about Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, and amazing, by the way. You should try to read like the extended version of it. I read Osho's book because it has like 8 volumes on on those Yoga Sutras, and it is explained beautifully. But yeah, it starts with focusing on your body. The reason why you're not being able to, why you're not, yeah, did I say that correctly? I'm so sorry. I'm getting distracted, but yeah, the reason why you're not being able to sit still during your meditations is because there is a lot of restlessness in your body and tension in your body. So, first of all, you need to get rid of that, and that's where yoga postures come in or exercise comes in. So, even in the course that Paramahansa Yogananda's organization offers, the first and foremost thing that you need to do is to do these energization exercises. You can look it up on YouTube and like get an idea of what it is. And I have seen that personally, once you get rid of that anxious energy or like that restlessness from your body, it is a lot more simpler to sit still in your meditations. Like it doesn't feel like you need to put a lot of effort in doing that. But if you are not getting rid of that energy on a body level, on a physical level, then it does get very tricky to sit down and concentrate. So I would definitely suggest that you, whatever kind of meditation you do some yoga postures before it so that you have one area sorted, like your body cannot interfere. Because when there's restlessness in your body, it will constantly try to pull you away. But once your body is stabilized and you are ready to sit, now you only have to focus on your mind. You are not fighting both your mind and body. You just need to bring your mind to a focus and like give it something to concentrate on. So usually that's a mantra. But yeah, if your body is not supporting, then you will have to keep switching between, okay, should I focus on concentrating my mind or like my body, which is not allowing me to sit well. So yeah, it is suggested that you try some yoga postures beforehand. So yeah, one is that I got in a completely different went in a completely different direction. But just for anything that I can do for people to get started on their spiritual journey and do meditations, I am gonna make that effort to let them know about things and get started on their journey. So just count all of this background as an important information to know. So yeah, when I read that statement that God's way is unfailing in results, it resonated so much with me because everything that I have been trying or have tried in the past, apart from that, I instantly lose my interest and I'm constantly like, this is not like I don't vibe with this as much and like I keep on switching between things, hoping that something or the other will give me a level of satisfaction, like something that fills me up. But yeah, everything just seemed boring and useless. So, yeah, if you also feel that way, that you have been trying multiple things and everything just loses its flavor, and you can't seem to stick with one particular thing that gives you energy and that sustains you in a nice way, I fully recommend starting with meditations. And start mein shayad you will have some difficulty, but do it for at least 6 months. Find one specific guru that you like. Usme bhi you might feel like, okay, I'm not being able to vibe with this particular technique or something like that. Some techniques are very difficult, and I have tried at least 4 to 5 of them, after which I came to Paramahansa Yogananda's and felt like, okay, this feels home to me, so I can take this up. But yeah, don't hesitate in finding the right kind of technique for you. The main thing is to be able to stay consistent with it. The path doesn't matter, but something that you can stay consistent with it is easy to do, and you feel like you're doing it right and it is bringing results in your life. That is great enough to go ahead with. And yeah, I like no one has told me to keep talking about it, but I the reason why I keep speaking about Paramahansa Yogananda's practices is because it has worked wonderfully for me. It is the easiest thing that I've tried out there out of all the meditation schools, and also the one that has given me many profound experiences during my meditations. So, yeah, you would only get the gravity of it once you try it out yourself, and I would love for you to have that experience. So yeah, coming back to like the present day and my emotions. So I was again feeling very nothing, I'm not able to hold my attention and focus on one thing, something that I feel like I want to do and feel very strong about. So I ended up opening my lessons of the meditation class and started reading it because that's like the only thing that is not boring enough for me. Like it always keeps getting more interesting with all the chapters that I read, and I learn something new, and it's like a very fun place to be in. But I know how frustrating it is to keep jumping from one activity to other, hoping that something will click, but that really does not happen. So, for those of you who feel that way and are constantly trying to fill those gaps in your life, but aren't able to vibe with something, that's the best I can describe the feeling as, then please, please, please try incorporating meditation in your life. I'm telling you, you won't regret it if you're doing it the right way, following all the instructions to the T. It's the one thing that will not fail you. It's the one thing that is guaranteed to give you results. It's only on your efforts. Everything depends on your effort. If the results are not visible, you are definitely doing something wrong on your end, and you should get in touch with a professional, like a yoga professional, from that particular organization, or a guru or a mentor, and they'll be able to help you out with it. But don't leave your journey halfway. Try to keep getting better at it, and there are many aspects to it. पहली बात तो हम लोग को सीधा बैठना नहीं आता है. So you need to have your spine straight, learn to sit straight throughout the day, or at least when you're meditating, your back should be absolutely matlab perfect for those 15 to 30 minutes, because that's the way cosmic energy flows through you. And yeah, just think if there was any other activity that had the guarantee of you not failing in it, or it not being able to generate results, won't you take it seriously? So, what is stopping you from taking this particular thing as seriously as you should? So, yeah, anyway, this is just my nudge to every single one of you who have felt lost and confused in the past and still do, because even I do have those moments in my life, but I know what's the solution to it now. And the problem with not being able to find things that ignite some fire in you, it's like your mind takes over then. Unless you are not using that energy somewhere, your mind takes over with all of the overthinking and just like कि क्या होगा मेरा life में, how am I going to figure out my basic things if this is how I am feeling right now, will I ever be able to live well, will my decisions lead to something fruitful, what should I do, where should I go, how should I conduct this thing called life. Why didn't anyone tell me it was going to be this difficult? So, yeah, whenever I do feel like that, I instantly go to my meditations, my comfort place, and be like, I don't want to be overpowered by my mind. And I always come out feeling a lot more at peace with no thoughts in my head. And I can function from that place and work on anything that I want. But तब तक तो yeah, it is crazy. I think I was reading there's this newsletter. I forgot the name of the person. Oh God. It talked about spirit mind and conscious or human mind, I think. I don't know, like the one that is focused on worrying and planning is our normal mind. I'm calling it normal because I can't remember the name. And the spirit mind is the one that is secure, abundant, does not have any fears, like all the best things in the world that you can imagine. That is the spirit mind. So you need to keep training your spirit mind, वरना तुम हमेशा वो worry में ही जीते रहोगे, and you will always be a slave to your worry mind. Let's just call it worry mind because that is what it is, and that's all that it does. And yeah, I wouldn't want that. So if I want my spirit mind to become my default setting, I have to work towards it. And yeah, I depend on my meditations, my readings, क्या बोल रही हूँ? The books that I read, the energization exercises. So yeah, I think on every level, physical, mental, तीसरा क्या था? Spiritual, meditation is spiritual. Yeah, I feel like there's a change happening, and the change is the one that won't fail me. And that is like my biggest reason to keep doing this. and the results that it brings. Did I repeat the same thing? I'm sorry if I did, but you get the feeling. So, yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.